Hey there, Oleksandr. So as these are your final essays, I'm going to jump straight in, move through, and make some minor corrections where necessary. I'm hoping that these are going to be quite minimal on this occasion, but then I'll give you a sort of overall rundown of whereabouts you are. So this should be the renewable energy industry. So we could simplify this a little bit. Always stick to the simplest grammatical constructions if that's all that's necessary. Simple past perfect here is very good for this. The renewable energy industry has increased in popularity around the world. Or if you really want to use significantly, you can use it there. But personally, I think this is fine. Right. I would suggest the correct direction. And industrial development is an extremely debatable question around the world. But now we've repeated ourselves. So I'm going to just remove this iteration. I'm going to remove dramatically because there are just too many times we're describing things. The objective in academic writing is to be more honest and to be more straight up, literally describing things rather than adding too many adjectives. If something is significant, or it's considerable, or notable, then fine, it is fine to describe it as that. But if we're adding too many adjectives, it can seem like we're trying to sell, like we're trying to have a lot of influence over what people receive from our writing. Green technology implementation is the right decision in regard to a prosperous and sustainable future. Good. Green technology helps decrease the cost. I would say lower is better here. So on the one hand, green technology helps to lower the cost of energy generation and makes the process more eco-friendly. We've already named the process, so we don't need to say it again in the same sentence. I would be careful. This is resources, but I would be careful. Ooh. Yeah, it's just because solar, wind, and water are still natural resources. They're just renewable. So also my recommendation is not to talk about what things do not do, but to talk about what things do. Actually, let's remove people from it as well. A very efficient means. Oh, environmental contamination. Insufficient. Volcanoes erupt, by the way. And it's just with ash, not an ash. This is not quite correct. Maybe people should be more aware of the energy generation industry, with a sharp eye on possible changes or future cataclysms. Cool. Oh, no huge. Modal verbs. Right, okay, so you do have a really good chance of scoring like a 7.5. But the coherence and cohesion problems that result from the preposition errors do have a chance of bringing you down a little bit, because you are producing a high-level task response. Your lexical resource is also fantastic. But it's those small errors, the grammatical range and accuracy and coherence and cohesion, that have the propensity to bring you down somewhat. So your strong points, task response and lexical resource, and your weak spots are your small grammatical mistakes and the occasional inappropriate phrasings that you choose. But once again, reading on academic websites such as these once a day will help you. Let's have a look. So we just move this over here. Just reading through these articles can give you a really good idea of the sort of structure, the sort of sentence structure, because this does not use formal academic paragraphs. This is still an article, but it does use a formal academic sentence structure. But let's have a look at your letter. So I expect that the story will be similar here. Okay, so continuous barking and all day long. They're there for the same purpose, aren't they? Okay, let's construct this a little bit better. That works. Nervous and anxious mean the same thing, so I'm just trimming it down. Oh, okay, no, wait. This is good. So you've maintained a nice, respectful style. You've stuck with kind best regards. You understand your neighbour's situation, but also you're making yourself quite firm. So yeah, again, what I find with your work is I just end up sort of zipping through and making small corrections. The content of your work is fine. It's good. It's high standard. But we just need to limit those small errors. But this is your last correction, Oleksandr, so have a great time in the exam. Best of luck. I'm sure you'll perform highly. And of course, do let us know how you did when you get your results back. But if you need any further help before then, don't hesitate to drop us an email. Have a great day. Goodbye for now.